Hey frag heads and fragrance lovers, welcome back. It's Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance Channel showcasing another beautiful fragrance. So I really want to appreciate you. I want to thank you for stopping by today. And today we're going to be talking about Prestige from the house of Primera Fragrances. In full 100% disclosure, I was sent this fragrance from the brand. They didn't tell me what to say. They didn't tell me what to think. Of course, none of that ever happens. But I did want to showcase. They didn't even tell me I had to even do a review. Of course, they would like one. But they didn't tell me what to do. And today I'm showcasing this one. I'm going to be pretty positive about it, but there are some caveats. So let's jump into the fragrance review. First off, this fragrance is not very complex, at least with the listed accords. There's a couple main smells. First off, we get a bitter orange peel. So it doesn't smell like orange marmalade or orange juice. It smells like the actual peel. So it's a little almost like oily and bitter and almost has a grainy texture with the orange. And there's also, some chocolate, of course, here. Really nice, more of a dry, chocolate, but it is, I think, a little bit more on the dark side. Maybe a bitter sweet chocolate leaning on the dark side. Maybe like a 60%, maybe getting upwards to 70% chocolate, and which is really nice. And there's a really nice, almost like a suede type of accord, like a white leather that also really reminds me of ombre leather. Honestly, this is much better than ombre leather for me. I actually was considering buying ombre leather at one point, but this to me really fits my needs, and actually it's a little bit more interesting because it's a little bit more complex, and I find it a little bit more likable. So really nice fragrance overall. There is a little bit of sandalwood that creeps through in the base of the fragrance, but if I didn't tell you there was sandalwood, you might not know. It's kind of hard to detect. To me, the sandalwood comes off a little bit incensey. So, if you want a visual image, imagine you have like a white leather jacket and you set it, somewhere, maybe in your kitchen, and you have like a dark chocolate bar and set that on top of it, and then you decide to, file or grate some of your lemon peel from a fresh lemon on top of it, and then you're burning some sandalwood incense on the side. So that's how it smells to me. So the chocolate isn't oozing or goozing. It's a little bit dry, but overall, it's quite a likable fragrance. More of a semi-gourmand. I wouldn't say this is a full-on gourmand, but it is charming. I find it kind of magnetic. Again, it might not sound that exciting, an orange leather, clean leather, and, chocolate fragrance, but somehow it worked. And it's kind of magnetic. It's kind of charming. It's not too much. It's not too pushy, but it kind of draws you in, and it's more likable than you would think it is. Again, when you first smell this one, it might not seem uber unique, but there's a certain charm to this fragrance, and to me, it gives me a really likable and playful leather fragrance. To me, that's fairly versatile for most situations. Is it good for really hot summer heat? Probably not, but does it work in almost every other situation? Yes, I think, and I find this pretty versatile fragrance as well. So I like it. It's really nice. And if you haven't smelled Primera fragrances, they do have an almost Tinsia Terenzi-like quality about them. Some people might say like they smell like they should be in candles. I can see maybe where a little bit of that comes from, but overall, pretty good quality. This is a niche fragrance. We'll talk about the price here a little later on. Longevity, one of the reasons why I also like this fragrance is that it gives me outstanding performance. This is a 12-hour plus fragrance. This is a fragrance, one of those fragrances I could smell it, the next day on my skin. So some people might say that this is even a 24-hour fragrance. Really, performance-wise, people really aren't going to be able to notice this unless it's past, like, they'll notice it up to 12 or maybe 14 hours, something like that. But it's plenty of performance. A couple of sprays will do you, but it's also really nice because it gives me about average projection and a little bit above average sillage, maybe about average sillage. It's not a super strong performer. It's not a skin scent, but it does give you a little bit of a magnetic aura, but it's not a projection beast. It's not a performance beast, and I really like that this is kind of like a clean, subdued, versatile coming off fragrance that really adds to the versatility. If it was like this and it was a projection beast, it would really demand attention, and I wouldn't find so many, situations to wear it. With this fragrance, if I want performance, I can spray it up a little bit, but also I can wear this just about anytime, anywhere. I want something sweet and playful and leathery. It works for me. It's a combination that really works for me. I don't know if it'll work for everybody else out there, but y'all know that I'm a sucker for these kinds of notes. This is kind of a perfect combination. Compliment factor wise, and I didn't get crazy compliments. Nobody chased me down. People didn't think it was super seductive either, but it did make me feel really good, and people did feel like I did, that it has a certain magnetism about it. And when a fragrance does that, that's, I think, a very good thing. So it's not super seductive, it's not super crazy, won't get you probably chased down, but people will like the way you smell, and probably will want to get a little bit closer to you, because this again is a fragrance that it's not a skin scent, it's not weak, but it's a little bit more of a personal scent, and it people want to get a little bit closer and smell this one, because this isn't a smell like a scent profile that people smell all the time. Orange and chocolate and leather, and I think that orange and chocolate is a classic combination. A lot of people like it. There's still chocolate bars that you still do orange and chocolate, and it's kind of a smell that's kind of universal, and it just makes sense to just almost everybody, even though it sounds kind of weird at first if you've never actually tasted orange, orange infused or orange chocolate before. It's actually quite nice, but it's kind of weird at first. That's how this fragrance might come off to some people. Overall, with the price, this is a 100 ml bottle, a full size 3.4 ounce bottle, but it is more pricey. These are niche fragrances. These are about $180 from Primera. So for some people, that'll scare them away. But ombre leather has been made into their Tom Ford's more affordable range. I'm sure that y'all know that. It used to be a private blend, but now it's more affordable, and it is about around the $180 range. This fragrance does have a lot of differences, but for its intents and purposes, it kind of serves the same purpose. Tom Ford's ombre leather is perhaps a little bit better for layering. This one has a little bit more going on. You could layer this one, but ombre leather is going to be better for that. And for people who maybe just want a very fresh, clean leather, and they want something really simple, ombre leather works like a charm. And I do think that ombre leather perhaps projects a little bit better, but this one lasts longer. So, but for me, anyways, for the price, for the money, I find this one more fun. Ombre leather's fantastic. I actually had plans to buy it, but I don't need it anymore because I got this one in my collection. So if this sounds good to you, let me know in the comment section below. I'll include a link. Of course, I get nothing back. I don't get any kickback, or I don't get a percentage or anything like that. And also, they're kind of funny. I've encouraged the owner to actually make a website. You have to order through them, through Instagram. So it's kind of funny. It might seem unusual, to do that way. It's still upcoming brand. It's still, still growing. So they don't have, to me, it doesn't seem like they have everything ironed out yet. But I respect the house. They come out of Kuwait, which I support fragrances from coming around from all places. And I'm excited that we have a new fragrance house on the scene. So check out this house. Check them out. See if you like any of them. I think I've reviewed De Marbella and Black Diamond. And I have a few other fragrance reviews from the house coming your way. So I hope that you're excited for that. Anyways, Prestige, one of my new favorite fragrances. It's not too loud, it's not too much, and it's got notes that I really like. And if you believe me, I have it actually sprayed up on my arm here. So it's my scent of the day. So great fragrance. If y'all want to see the sprayer before I go real quick, there's another spray for you. Quite a nice sprayer as well. So anyways, I'll see you next time, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for watching this review. I really do appreciate you 100%. And if you did like the review today, if you like what you heard and you like what you saw, why don't you help me out? Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. That would mean a lot. That certainly helps the channel grow, and I appreciate you, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe out there. Smell great. I know that y'all will. Wear what you love. Rock what you got. I'll peace out, and I'll see you next time, everybody. And bye.